We're picking up radio chatter. They're looking for your car. Get your car in the garage. Get your car in the garage. Okay, Doc. You'll have to go on foot from here. There's a secret path along the cliffside, but no one's going anywhere until we fight off this attack. Having you here to fight alongside us is going to make a big difference for morale. Oh, crap. Here come the dropships! This way, Dr. Freeman. We'll take the cliff path before another gunship finds us. All right, Dr. Freeman. Come with me. Before another one. Let's go! Right along there. And watch yourself. Someone's coming. You there! Stop where you are! Stay on the rocks! Don't step on the sand! It makes the antlions crazy! Laszlo, don't move! No. Help! Dear God! Poor Laszlo! The finest mind of his generation! To come to such an end. We were heading for the Vortigaunt camp, hoping to pick up some bug baits so these damn things would leave us alone. But without Laszlo, what's the point? I know you tried to help. I'll stay with him a while. There's something I have to do. Go ahead, and I hope you have better luck than we had. Remember to stay off the sand! The antlions are edgy right now.
The freeman must follow. The freeman will do wise to heed our extraction of the Myrmidon's aromatic pteropods. The process is not entirely hygienic, therefore stand aside. The freeman will have need of these pteropods on the paths ahead. Gather them now. The freeman must follow.
The antlions won't bother you now, Doc.
The freeman must excuse us. It is rude of us to commune by flux shifting in front of those whose vocal inputs are impaired. Yes, we'll vocalize in your auditory language as a matter of courtesy. Unless we wish to say unflattering things about you. Just so. Great God.
Get going, Dr. Freeman. Nova Prospect is just ahead. One man alone wouldn't stand much chance going in there. But a man with a pack of antlions, well, that's a different story.
The freeman honors us by his presence. Follow, freeman. The freeman will now be instructed in the use of theropods. Attend now and learn to shepherd antlions with the so-called bug bait. The freeman will now break out his theropod and toss one into yonder pit. The freeman has done well. The freeman can also coax his antlions to attack specific targets. Observe the training mannequin and mark it well with another theropod. The freeman again excels in all tasks. Now, attend well. Apply pressure to your theropod to signal the antlions in your command to follow you. The freeman shows his excellence in all things. And now this one must bid the free man farewell. Nova Prospect lies just beyond. Remember well what you have learned here. The Eli Vance has greatest confidence in you.
Alert. Contact status 0 with Land C intercept team. Possible acquisition 1 reinfection. All Nova subjects stabilization delegated. Move to hard point. Nova Prospect Stabilization Force Directive 2. Engage reserve. Contain exogen incursion. Priority alert. Nova prospect oxygen breach. Perimeter communication status 0. Internal stabilization team. Deploy sterilizers in suspected infection of A5, A7, B2.
The more research one does on Half-Life 2's development, the more one will realize that a lot of content was eventually cut from the final release. However, Valve's philosophy on this is interesting. If Valve seems to be cut happy, it's only because they know that cutting one thing leaves more time for another thing to be worked on. If both things were never fully implemented or realized, the result would be two half-finished elements instead of one that is fully realized and polished. Therefore, it doesn't really matter what gets cut, because something else will certainly be made great because of it.
When creating a fictional world, in order for it to be believable to those visiting it, it's important for many things to have a sense or logic, or at least a consistency. A good example of this is the Combine's technology. All of their technology has a consistent style. Their structures are not symmetrical, and while they do contain patterns, they are not pleasant ones. Many of their structures also consist of many large boxy parts, which are put together in a way that gives everything a mass-produced, prefabricated appearance that could not be achieved without massive factories and near limitless resources.
Puzzles are key to the pacing of the Half-Life games. Puzzles force players to take their time to digest past events, prepare for future action sequences, and take in detailed environments around them. Without these puzzles, the game would become a non-stop action fest that would become quite tiresome for the player after a while. This puzzle in particular forces the player to explore this abandoned resistance base in search of car batteries, presenting them with an opportunity to notice the small details and enjoy the atmosphere.
The Antlion's design was always intended to be focused on the configuration of its legs. The final design takes the unique approach of having the front legs positioned over the back legs, but farther back on the Antlion's body. As one of the first creatures to be developed for the game, they were play-tested for various applications, and originally they were very tough enemies who took a lot of hits. However, it was soon discovered that it was much more fun for the players to just destroy them in droves. As a consequence of this, Antlions are now enemies who are a threat in numbers, and they attack in hordes.
Half-Life 2 is known for its hidden caches, marked with the familiar Lambda logo. But these were not always the norm, as health and ammo were originally breadcrumbed along the player's path during the game's development. However, playtesters would often find themselves low on health, and this caused the gameplay to become more tense and exciting, with players strongly anticipating the next health and ammo drop. The development team then decided that this type of gameplay was desirable, and reworked the game around larger, sparser supply caches.
The behavior of the Antlion guard is modeled after that of a bull, rearing its legs and charging headfirst at the player. Originally, Antlion guards would hurl noxious pheropods at the player that would flush the player into open areas where the large guard has an advantage. It was later decided that this power should be given to the player instead, in order to control an Antlion army.
Half-Life 2 is a reoccurring theme of foes becoming friends. The two prime examples are the Vortigaunts and the Antlions. This is also prevalent later with various forms of Combine tech used in future chapters of Half-Life 2 and in the episodes. This works well because the player has first-hand experience with the strengths and weaknesses of these enemies before they become tools and allies for the player to use.
In the first Half-Life game and its expansions, a tutorial level was included to train the player, teaching basic controls as well as familiarizing the player with various mechanics that would be used throughout the game. While developing Half-Life 2, Valve decided that this was no longer needed, and it would be preferable to instead train the player during the game's main campaign via on-screen prompts and in-game NPCs. This bug-bait training sequence with the Vortigaunt instructor is a prime example of the new system. This scene, along with the scrapyard sequence where you play fetch with Dog, effectively convey the game's rules and mechanics to the player without breaking immersion.
When designing the Combine's uniform, designer Ted Bachman considered many options, then ultimately chose an unconventional look for their protective materials. It's typical for video game developers to dress their soldiers in metallic armor. However, this didn't seem appropriate for the high-tech Combine. He also decided against giving them shoulder pads, as it was a popular trend at the time that didn't really make much sense to him. Instead of following the trends of the time, he opted for a plausible design that would age well.